It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Another delicious recipe brought to you by Selati Sugar. Always good, always sweet.
Welcome back. You're tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. What you're seeing now is our control room. That's where all the magic is created on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. Into the kitchen with the lovely Mary this morning. Now, Mary's a very, very special lady, okay? She's the cookbook author of Eats, all right? I'll tell you why she's a special lady, but I think let's start with the gloves over there, Mary.
I'm actually a dumpster diving chef. I like to go into dumpsters, bins.
Mary is a dumpster diving chef, all right? So we're talking about it. It is World Food Day. She's here to give us some great ideas on how to reduce food waste, because it's not only a problem in South Africa, it is a global problem.
It is, and if you notice in newspapers, everyone is talking about it right now. So it's a real topic to discuss, and we waste at least half of everything that's grown. Fruits and vegetables are wasted. And so we have to make a difference. We have to start learning how to cook a bit better and to start to use what we have in our fridge. And
So that's what you're going to show us how to use leftover sweet potatoes to make, before they go into the bin, to make these delicious waffles. But I want to know where your passion comes from. Where did it all start for you that you ended up diving in dumpsters to teach people not to throw away food?
So I moved here 10 years ago to South Africa, and I started training chefs in game reserves. And we get food delivered once a week, and you have to really make do with what you have, and you have to feed people 5 times a day. And hyenas came through camp, and they actually love sugar, and they devoured everything in camp. And we had roasted butternut in a fridge and a few things, and I had to make tea for everyone. So I made a butternut cake out of stuff I found around the kitchen, and that was the beginning of my whole thought process about, you know what, we need to really scrounge around a bit more and really figure out what we have in our fridge, in our kitchen, and we can actually make a difference that way.
And that is all the information that you put together in your book, your cookbook Eats. Now we have 5 copies to give away. I'll tell you in a minute how you can win one of these, but let's start on our waffles this morning.
You're cooking.
I'm tempted to give me those gloves.
I have special ones for you.
You have special ones for me.
These are special.
Why are they special?
Well, I don't know if your hands are going to fit in them.
We'll make them fit.
Because, they're kind of a leopard type print. You actually don't have to wear these to cook, okay? Because this is good food, and it's full of fiber. It's a waffle in the morning, full of fiber. It's not just flour and sugar. It's got some dried sweet potatoes from the day before. And actually, in North America, I'm from Canada, and we usually have orange sweet potato that's full of
I know them,
do you know them?
I do know them.
And
they're
we actually
delicious.
can find them here. So now
let's start cooking, because I feel like a bit of a superhero with these gloves at the moment.
So we're doing nutmeg,
okay,
cinnamon, ginger, all the yummy stuff.
All right.
Baking powder.
Okay.
Bicarbonate of soda, I think is what you call it here.
That's it.
And a little bit of salt. So you've mixed all that up. We have buttermilk. Now the key about buttermilk is that often we don't have buttermilk.
So what do you do?
And we use milk, and we just put a little teaspoon of vinegar into the milk, and it thickens and becomes like a buttermilk, because we waste a lot of milk.
That's correct.
You buy buttermilk for one recipe, and then you're stuck with. Okay, so move over here. I know how to cook, and I know you do too,
so
but I actually want to see you break an egg
with
those
these
gloves.
Oh my goodness.
And if you can do it, then
you
win.
I should have thought about putting these guys on.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I'm getting it.
Look it. You did better than me.
It's really not pretty.
I was laughing, and look what happened. I got a shell.
You got a shell in there, not me.
Oh my gosh, I've never done that. Okay, so you're gonna mix that. I'm a disaster. And we're gonna use a little brown sugar.
Okay.
Okay, and I've actually dirtied the spoon, so don't.
That's it. So we're using the Selati Demerara sugar.
We are.
And I can only imagine that's gonna add a nice little caramel twist to, with the sweet potato specifically.
And I love brown sugar.
That's it.
So that's wonderful. And then look at what we have. We have our sweet potato from the braai for the 2 days ago.
That's it. That would have ended in the bin, which shouldn't.
Right. So mix that up. How are we doing?
That's it.
Get the lumps out.
I'm still a little bit distracted by these gloves, but...
Did anyone tell you look really good in leopard skin?
Wow. I've never heard that one. I look really good in leopard skin. Right, okay.
Okay, moving on. Okay.
All right.
Flour into the...
So all of this just goes in there?
Yes. Can you throw that in there?
That's it.
And we slowly mix that up.
All of it,
You're doing a great job. All of it.
Perfect.
And the great thing about these waffles is that if you don't eat them all in the first go, you can freeze them and then pop them in the toaster when you're hungry for a snack.
Very good idea.
Yeah,
Love
isn't that good?
So this is the basic batter for our sweet potato waffles this morning. So what you would do, obviously, just put it in your waffle machine. Yeah?
Yes, and you're going to still have lumps, so don't try and take out all the lumps because that's over mixing.
Yes.
And then you can serve this. So you're going to throw that in there. cook it up, and then what's wonderful is you can serve with beautiful Canadian maple syrup.
Canadian
Yes.
maple syrup, just to give it a bit of a
Yeah,
sweetening
so you
factor there
just
as
pour
well.
it over these lovely, look
That's
at that.
it. If you have, of course, a little bit of frozen yogurt or ice cream as well.
No.
No? Just like that?
No.
Not even-
Healthy fruit. There you go. No, I
Cool.
don't, no ice cream. It's breakfast.
It's breakfast, exactly. But you know what? Earlier on I mentioned that we're giving away 5 of Mary's cookbook eats, giving you delicious ideas on how to use ingredients cleverly before it ends up in the bin. All you need to do to get this recipe is SMS the keyword Selati to 33728. We'll send you the recipe and you'll automatically go into the draw to win yourself one of the cookbooks eats by Mary's fantastic prize. But if you want to see how we made our sweet potato waffles this morning one more time, here's your chance.
Sift flour, baking powder, bicarb, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon and salt. Mix mashed sweet potato, buttermilk, eggs and sugar. Combine wet and dry ingredients and mix. Set aside for 15 minutes until bubbles form on the surface. Pour batter into heated waffle maker and cook until golden. Serve drizzled with maple syrup. For the full recipe, visit the Espresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to www.expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword Selati to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe on our Mobi site. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
And that keyword, once again, Selati to 33728. SMS that will send you the shopping list. Also a link to the recipe to make these sweet potato waffles this morning. And you'll automatically go into the draw to win yourself one of 5 copies of Mary's cookbook called Eats that shows you how to use those ingredients cleverly before it ends up in the bin. Mary, such a pleasure to have you in the kitchen. Thank you so much for these gloves. Maybe I'm going to need a little help to get them off though.
Shall I
But
help
great
you pull
idea.
these off?
They-
Oh my gosh.
They
You can come dumpster diving now.
I should actually.
I think you're going to be the dumpster
All
diving
right, you know what?
king. I don't think they're coming off.
Let's just keep it on for the rest of the day. Salati to 33728. All right, boys, over to you.